virtually nowhere last year. Justin who? Justin McCann. And he looks to prove that 2003 was no fluke. Jets, Raiders. Now. These fans have been tailgating for hours, and now they are just moments away from what they've been waiting for. Features one of the best wideouts in the game. Unfortunately, at just 5.185, Cottonee doesn't have the size factor like a 2-0 This guy's a real good one. We'll see how he does with the game beginning either the first. Let's stay with the play. There's the signal, and we're in. Look at all this stuff going on down there. Great moves, big hits, smooth coaching, everything's going on. These are the kind of plays that make football the greatest game in the world, hands down. Third down, 11 yards to go. Lines up to come after the 3-0. And punch it away. The Jets will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Incomplete. A brilliant job keeping that over his head. The pass didn't have a chance. And had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and settled down. as Pennington after terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB. A nice game, and they easily convert on third down. Yeah, that was a good call. First and 10. The defense stood up to that play and touched down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down. Second down, one man back. Number 57, defense. The ball is placed at the side of the funnel. Automatic man hands that receiver back there like a puppy pulling little cheek to our game. And rarely got slapped with defensive pass interference. Second tackle so far. Third down and 5 wide receivers. Raiders are not in trouble last time, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here at their own 20-yard line. And that brings up second down. Second down for the arm and 4. There's the Raiders, 26-yard line. Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down. Second and 10. perfect synchronization by the quarterback and the receiver way to get open. That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. Last two passes his way were incomplete. Let's see if he stays on track. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Right, out in motion. Put this on the rope. After the 53 at the 40. The 34. That will bring up first down. It's past the markers for a first down. Jim Brown gets to the marker before having to step out of bounds. Right there. And did you ever wonder why they say out of bounds, but they don't say in of bounds? I have. That's a great play. Check it out. Oh, nice. Thank you, Report. He'll get the touchdown, and he does it in style. Beautiful play. It's their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. a play! A massive pickup and an obvious first down, Peter. They were thinking first down as much as they were thinking touchdown out there. Jordan pounds this in the end zone for a touchback. The Jets have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the lone 20-yard line. Pennington has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he struggled to get 16 yards and no interceptions. First down. Santana Moss is going to make a great play right here. Snags the football, and then really turns on the juice. Fantastic catch, and he is putting up great numbers. Got that right, Dan. He's now got 86 yards on 3 hits. First down, 10 yards to go. Pennington takes a nice pass past the D on this play. It's worth another look here. Oh, it's all about accuracy, man. There's only one guy covering him on that one, so it makes it an easy catch. Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look? Well, so far, he's got 101 yards and 1 touchdown. Here's the kickoff at the 11. So he grabs it there and is immediately time you finally slow him down, he put his hand in great field position. Nice run. Raiders are effective with the long passes. Will they keep it up? Well, we're going to find out as they start off at their 45-yard line. Brown goes in motion. Normally gets back to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap and punts it away. The Jets will start this first play of the drive at their own 20-yard line. That is in motion. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Santana Moss makes the catch with 3 defenders on his case. I just don't know why the throw was made in the triple coverage. Hey, it worked. Yes, it did. That's the second long ball he's reeled in today. One long ball is funny, but two is second in my structure. Looking straight receiving it. That was up the fantasy team. By targeting the receiver with 2 defenders near him. Let the pass click and they'll move the ball. Either what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation. Great play, and there were a bunch of options on what to try next. Second down, just the center receiver on the field. Squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice run. The Raiders have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 14-yard line. Puts his hand into this one and it's incomplete. Either in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof. Boy, third and second crucial down game. And they really convert. They really do. Lines up deep in his own territory to cover the line. Gets the snap and pummels this one deep. Moss fields the It seemed like the defense read that from the beginning and they forced the incompletion with double the lead. Beautiful ball by the Jason Williams. And the first down. And hits the pass after the 3 and out. The Raiders have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 22-yard line. Picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down. Number 54 with the Bears. Okay, all right. Second down for a shotgun. Position out to make the grab. Got it. Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game. Yeah, you gotta love you like that. The Jets are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive after 35 seconds. Field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report.
Thanks, Dan. The team off the field complaining of leg cramps. And the trainers are saying exactly that. They're massaging it, and it's working well. Expect to see him on the field later in the game. Back to you, fellas.
Pass is up. The markers for a first down. Wait for that first down. Three defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch. A well-designed play receiver, and he removed the chain. Great execution. First down, both wide out to the right. One guy on and he beats him easily. Even with my few extra pounds, I think I could have done a better job covering him. I doubt that. He would have smoked you like a sandwich. That touchdown was not close to it. That was a great play. Now the extra point is good. Intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 34-yard line. Brown goes in motion. That brings up second down. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Pass the catch and a double coverage. They really didn't phase him there. Maybe on extending a third. Here's the catch, Peter, and his Jets are moving up. Moving way up there. He's now got 82 yards on 3 catches. And that'll do it for quarter number one. And we're all tied. Goes in motion. Gains about 3 yards. This pass will fall harmless to the ground, and it's incomplete. Throws a bullet to the flat. And they'll now face third and short. That's the key, though. Make third down easy, and they did just that. Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. There they go. Even farther away from the goal line. That will bring up 4th and goal. Jason Ferguson targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let the person on the script. They come up with the big play and off 3rd and short. They force the first down. Well, they even caused a lot of yardage. Let's see it again. He knows he's not allowed to miss many of those initially. For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it. It's a goal for the defense has to be happy with how that one played out. So let's get the signal, and we're set. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Look at these guys that have it totally away. They've got to put a few longer drives together and get in the end zone. Well, those are some impressive numbers. Who else was seeing them?
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. Why simply defend the pass when you can deliver it?
that's his fourth ball in his race, and he can't win with anything. He's just got a grab ball, and he's got a table. Bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 47-yard line. Incomplete.
Putting on quite the display out there, Dave. Finding his receivers and getting into a rhythm out there, both with the long and the short ball. He's racked up 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. One with the kick. The defense should be taking their hands.
Balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making them pay. That's a license for scoring so far.
And the last thing you see is trying to go over the middle and sacrifice the bottom to make the catch.
Brown goes in motion. To 36.
Second and 6.
And maybe picks up one on the play. That will bring up fourth down.
That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Off the end. Let's get a quicker back. Way back. Great defensive play.
Peter, forced the loss of yardage on the third, and now they face a fourth and one. How do you rate that defensive performance?
It's all good, baby.
Leckler takes the snap and punts it away. The Jets stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They start at their own 20-yard line. Incomplete.
Charles Woodson found himself in a prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot.
And had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
He makes the catch and then works for more yards. That's the kind of player you get the ball to. Yeah, he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too. Second down with the tight end. Let him know it with a flag to pass interference. Second down. That one away cleanly. Receivers didn't have a plan. On second down, they tried for the first, but it's played well by the defense. And will bring up third down. Nice pressure. Raiders, offense has been effective with the long passes. Will they keep it up? Well, we're going to find out as they start off at their own 16-yard line. Second down and 5 yards to go. Wheatley catches it. Short game so far. He's got 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second down. Tyrone Wheatley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play. Not much there. It'll be second down. I don't think we can get there, but they were kind of hoping for more. No good. Incomplete. That play been accepted before he even started, really. Textbook zone coverage there. Yes, we got it. Third down, they still right out in the game. Did not make that completion, and would have had to normally outside had he made it. Either in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof for it. There is the super down there. Will convert, or will hurt. Luckily, gets ready to push this away. Luckily, gets the snap and pummels this one deep. Jordan fields the doesn't make much of a difference. The Jets, as their last drive, stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one with success after 37 minutes. Still managed to make the catch. Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incomplete. He's struggling to push there, but this makes him up a couple. Pulling down, brought down the ball carrier before the marker. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first. They hold pretty firm there, and the the 26. Phillips again back up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the sides of the front a little bit. The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 26-yard line. Throws a heater right side. It's close to 32. The 35. contact there. Allowed some yards, yes, but stopped them short of markers.
Peter, they gave up a bundle and allow a second and short situation.
Yep, the offense holds all the cards now. Second and one. Off the Raiders, 35-yard line. Reggie Combs not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his third tackle of the game. Knocked away from the receiver and incomplete.
Same kind of attack, breaking that play without any help. Not here, it's being locked down.
That was a fantastic job by the defense to stop what would have been a first down.
I love to see big D on third and short situations. Fourth down, defense is well ahead after the rest.
Fleckler flies up to the top. Fleckler takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Moss catches it at the zone. Again, offense takes the field and the running game has left them on track. We'll see what happens here as they start at the line, 29-yard line. Incomplete.
Logan Smith got himself in prime position to battle that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Nice to see aggressive leadership from him.
For a first down.
Chad Pennington doesn't leave much room for error on this one. It's either a great pass and completion or an interception. Let's take a look. Well, that's a great catch and a great completion. You don't see many quarterbacks throwing in double coverage like that in succeed.
Terrific throw there. He's gotten off to a very good start with it.
His teammates do not play this time.
Made well past the markers for a first down.
Santana Moss takes down three defenders and comes away with the football.
Oh, nice catch. Another great catch. And Peter's been working that right side of the field with good success.
It looks like he's found a weakness and he's going to exploit it. He's working hard, but only has 1 yard on 8 carries.
what will be a safety. But it's out of bounds at the 16.
They'll be going for a good job angling the punt out of bounds. So the offense will start off stuck inside the 20.
The Raiders haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 16-yard line. Second down, two receivers to the left.
I love to see that. Look at the touchdown count. Great game so far. Twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football.
Well, that's their second interception of the game. Stingy is appearing to be the model for their defense.
Now, either that or give me the ball.
The Jets offense comes out and has an opportunity to tie it before halftime. They're starting their own 20-yard line.
Most of his blockers here.
And it pays off. First down, one man down. Not much there. It'll be second down. Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field. Interception of the game. You got to love you like that. separation before half, and will start this drive at the 50-yard line. Digs it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
When Michigan State and got it in that football, no chance for a reception.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Second down, 10 yards to go. This is a quick play for this squad.
Can't imagine how they can just walk forward and make the play.
Sounds easy here, but we'll see if they can pull it off.
As you can see, he's up over the safety mark. He changed it right there. Perfect call for the situation there. One score is getting the first down. But I like those sets. Great receiving there. Well, look at these snaps. That's a ton of yards in front.
Third down, both tight ends left. Martin makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Mark Martin came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fourth batted ball.
Nice aggressive beat.
Fourth down and the field goal unit is on the way. Janikowski with the 44-yard attempt and he misses this one to the right.
Master Janikowski wants a kick here that's not a shorty, but isn't that long either.
Oh, that has got to rattle.
That poor guy. I think what he really needs is a big hand.
Maybe a new foot.
If he's not careful, he's jersey.
The Jets offense takes the field and their running game really hasn't generated much other than quick passes here and there. Let's see how they fare. At the start, at the 35-yard line.
Nice
defensive play will get him the second batting ball of the game. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. therefore find themselves in a tight ball game. Anything can happen in the second half. Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Loose cannon connected with his man on this one. A 22-yard touchdown for the Raiders. The Raiders strike first and go up by 7. Raiders midway through the first. Ball at their own 49. Rich loose cannon is back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. A 37-yard play that set up a Raiders touchdown. Jets still midway through the first quarter. Jets trailing by 14. Santana Moss came up with a big play, and he was able to pull this one in. They climb back into the game, now down by 7. Jets still midway through the first quarter. Chad Pennington would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Jets behind, 14-7. Johnny Abraham would come up with a big play to kill a drive, and he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Jets still late in the first. The Jets with possession at the 21. Chad Pennington would find his target on this one. The 20-yard touchdown for the Jets. The Raiders answering right back. Game tied, 14-all. Rich Loose Gannon would find his target on this one. Jets later in the second. Chad Pennington connected with his man on this one. Jets down, 17-14. Chad Pennington would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Raiders late in the second quarter. The ball at the 7-yard line. Dan Powers was reading the quarterback line all the way. He was able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Jets after a red zone stop. Jets behind by 3. Charles Woodson was in the right place at the right time. And his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are holding on to the lead, 17-14. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. The incomparable Jerry Rice has been unstoppable. So that does it for our halftime report.
The Jets will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 17-14. Let's go down to the field. And Cottonee picks it up to begin the second half.
Thank you, Dan. Head coach Herman Edwards pleaded with his DBs at halftime to give the D-line a little longer to rush the passer. And they also told his mission to try to clear out Flowers and get them out of rhythm. We'll see how it turns out for them here in the second half. Back to you, guys.
He's got the first down and a whole lot more. So look there, 150-plus receiving yards. I'm glad he's finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this. Right, quarterback obviously didn't have space in that game. As well past the markers for the first down. Santana Moss squeezed by 2 defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill. It takes That's another medium-range catch for him. He's really found his niche in there. Yeah, unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move on. First down, 3 yards from the Ravens. Cardinals over motion. Singer got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Sure, Dan, why should you defend the pass when you've been so deliberate? Benson, throw ball, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Raiders are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
They gave him nowhere to go.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, and that's for sure.
They can't get effective blocking there, but we're going to go elsewhere.
Right down at the 30.
Abraham does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
That's their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
Yeah, tough play. I love it.
The Jets start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 30-yard line. So, here's a nice one. Second down, one man down.
They'll be going. Did a good job angling the punt out of bounds. So the offense will start off stuck inside the 20.
Raiders offense takes the field, and they have a way to go. They'll start at their own 12-yard line.
Reggie Tone targeted the ball carrier early, but didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
He now has 5 tackles in the game.
going down here. Blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be 7 down.
I'll take what you can get there, but they were hoping to miss.
Second down. Tight end to the left. The call on second down, and maybe picks up 1 on the play. Spaceman, number 54. He's out.
You just can't do that. You gotta wear it. Sit down. Yep, there's the play. Dropping his face mask. That's a personal foul. First and 10. Concentration and focus. With a more look. Maybe the kid circle
They're stuck with short passes like that, Peter.
maybe the receiver can pick up a few after the catch. They're getting the wiggle room they need. Look at the yardage wrapped up through the air. Jonathan Jones not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator. They bring up second down. This is a critical play for this drive. He'll get stopped at the line, and that brings up fourth down.
They got it on the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up with the big play, and on third and short, they force a fourth down.
Yeah, even causing off the yard. First down to 1 yard to go.
Janikowski with the 43-yard
Great down the fight.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski this one deep. Jordan found this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Jets stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. That's a gain of 7 on the play.
Chad Pennington dissected the double coverage with a pass that was prettier than a stadium full of cheerleaders.
Another beautiful throw here in the third, and he is behind game so far.
Struggle to get 5 yards on 6 Third down, both wideouts to the right. Derek Gibson planted the ball carrier in the turf short of the marker. But the only thing that's going to blow there is the deep in the leg. Offense has been effective with the long passes. Will they keep it up? Well, we're going to find out as they start off at the 45-yard line. Yard on the play, and that brings up second down. Tyrone Wheatley had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. They gave him nowhere to go. Not much there. It will be second down. Well, I think if you can get there, but they were kind of hoping for more. Second down and 4 wideouts in the game. Now, coach in motion. Second look here, Dan. This is pure ball control. He had all the confidence in the world that he was going to make that catch. Peter yet another grab here in the third, and he's been working hard all day. It's all about consistency. Carry for the day and searches for a hole. Stop at the 36. Second down, 1 man penalty. Touchdown. Now the extra point. The Jets, offense has to start here. This drive will start at the low 20-yard line. Charles Woodson, man coverage and threw it pretty tight. Line it up for the incompletion.
On second down, they tried for the first, but it's handled well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time. Second and long. Pushes down two defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
Nice catch, Peter, and his stats reflect that.
Definitely, Dan. He's now got 196 yards on 10 catches. Look, Dan, great receiving yards. That will help your fantasy team.
Brings up third down. Third down, empty backfield. We're always calling his name. What a hitting machine in the secondary.
Mr. Hudson with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You've got so far, he's got 12 tackles in the game set.
Third down, 10 yards to go.
Robinson managed to take him down just before he got to the marker.
That's his third tackle of the day. Chris Brown on the field goal unit is on the field. Gronkowski launches a 52-yard attempt and he misses this one to the right.
Mr. Gronkowski, everything he has behind his stick, it's just what he happened for.
In all fairness, that's the same long if you throw away, he may not even realize he missed it yet.
No, they had maybe he's trying to get that to switch it up there. There's amazing things that cycle these days.
Watch it go, young fella. That is another miss. He's teed it up 4 times today, and the result incomplete.
play, but it was no good. Incomplete.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. Come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing. Incomplete.
I wish that they got so in prime position to get out of like football before to see they even had a shot.
Another batter ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Great game. For the one out of the defender, and you can avoid it.
First on third and long.
Santana Moss was really getting crowded out there with three defenders, but he still made the catch.
And Peter, if you were looking at this matchup on paper, you'd figure that this would have gone the other way.
You betcha. He's given away a few inches in that, but he's still able to get those arms up and stay there.
Gets the handoff and heads one out. First half of his play behind the line of scrimmage. Defensive play will give him the second batted ball. Puts this in 47 yards out.
Well, he'll want to redeem himself after that. Question is, will he coach Clifton with another long one next time?
The Raiders are ready to start this drive at their 38-yard line. Either one, a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Pocket open motion. The call again. Passes it on. 49. That will bring up first down. For the third quarter, Raiders enjoying the lead, 27-14.
the middle and maybe picks up one on the play. Second down and 4 wideouts in the game. Brown is in motion. On second down, they try for the finish, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down. Nice pressure that time. That will bring up fourth down.
Very Ford had a catch for a mid-range completion back there, but he just couldn't connect. No catch.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that. He's in a tough shot. Leckler gets ready to punch it away. Leckler takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. The Jets haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track. That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed there.
It seemed like the defense led that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with Ronald Levine.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Nope, lines up the punt after the 3-and-out. Great field position yet again. They'll start this one at their 47-yard line.
So far, he's got 114 yards on over 30 carries.
Third down, 2 wideouts on the field. Still the marker. There was some game there, but not enough for the play. That'll be his fourth tackle of the contest. He's short. They will turn the ball over at the 44. Cottonee Abraham gets his presence known on this one. He's going to haunt the ball carrier's dreams for a while. Big tackle on foot. That's how you stop a conversion. They don't convert on fourth down there, Peter. Was that the right call? Well, in retrospect, no. But I can see how that makes sense at the time. Again, offense takes the field and right on the defensive side. This drive, offense getting to reels it in, and then makes the D reel with all the yards he's stacking on. Another touchdown, and another wonderful effort after the catch, getting it into the end zone. Yeah, it's all about effort, Dan. What a great performance. There's the extra point, and it's good. And they made their case pretty forcefully there. Wow, look at that TD step. That's having a nose to the end zone, my friend. That was in motion. Got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it. Not much there. It'll be second down. Everything we could get there, but they were hoping for more. Second down for the shotgun. Will bring up third down. Victor Hobson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle. Another tackle, and he's literally wrecked his heart. People so managed to disrupt things. He got in there and smacked that pass away. Great deal. That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part. That is for sure. Nice to see an aggressive deal like that, Dan. Blackburn lines up for the top. Blackburn gets the snap and punts it away. Moss fields the punt. After the 3 yards on the run back there, pulling down the size of the punt a little bit. The Jets. Offense takes the field, and their running game really hasn't generated much other than big plays all day. Let's see how they feel. That's a start at their 44-yard line. Maybe he should think twice before throwing into double coverage. Yep, ends up incomplete. That wasn't a wise throw.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Lines up the punt after the 3-0. The 23.
Some of these guys didn't have much room to work with back there, so the team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Raiders send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 23-yard line. Brown goes in motion. Maybe picks up one on the play.
Tyrone Woodley had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, and that's for sure.
They can't get effective blocking there. They're going to go elsewhere.
Wheatley carries this one off to the right, and heads right back. It will be first down.
On the ground, big gain and then move the chain. Well, he eventually stops him, but way past the marker. That was
That will be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
well, he's making him think twice before going his direction.
First down, the two receivers to the left. Profit goes in motion. Picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Tyrone Woodley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I think it's you can get them, but they were hoping for more. Now Abraham moved this offense back up field with a great sack in the backfield. He thought it was a great call.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
3rd and 13. Ball for Raiders, 36-yard line.
Wheatley.
So close to the markers, he can probably taste it. All along with the dirt and the grass he comes to.
He's not 7 tackles. Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler gets the ball and punts it away. Moss fields the deep punt at the 12. Stopped at the 18.
Santana Moss got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there. By the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Jets stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Outside at the long 18-yard line.
made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
Another batted ball. They have been yes, they can. For example, one seeking to send the pass when he's got the hands up to punt after the
Buchanan put a nice shot, getting some yards after fielding a solid punt.
Raiders start this one on the 7 logo at the 49-yard line. Second down, two tight ends in the game.
Was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the catch.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
With that, so far, he's got 5 tackles.
Brown is in motion. Finds his man. Putting up some incredible numbers today.
First time that if he had these 10 yards away from him, the defender wouldn't see it.
Some about 2, and that brings up second down. Second down, one man down. Puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Mr. Hobson goes in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
On second down, they tried for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure right there.
He would have smoked you like a sickle. He's been getting the short throws all day, but this time they let him go downfield and make the play. That's a pretty good change-up, Peter.
Well, that's what you got to do, man. You can respect the short game and then go to the long game. Close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Jets have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the line.
Fastball over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down.
They get him off as a small crowd of defenders working him, yet still makes the catch.
There's the catch, and there were 3 guys around it.
They say bad things come in threes, but that didn't seem like that was bad at all.
It was
Incomplete pass.
that had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Just an all
Second down coming up. Second down with the Cottonee. First down.
First and 10.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Gains about 3 yards. Remove the chains.
Watch the pass. First and 10.
Defensive play will get him his second batting ball of the game. Pennington really likely this pass, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Bob Wilson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
He records yet another batted ball, and I'll tell you, he's really playing well out there.
He's the best of the beginning of the game.
What a stop on 4th down. It's worth another look. Huge tackle, huge play. They wanted to keep the drive alive and play catch-up, but could not convert on 4th down.
And poor execution by this offense. They really needed that.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they have been very effective through the air. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at the 37-yard line. Downing goes in motion.
Look at the numbers here. So far, he's got 147 yards on over 30 carries.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Johnson goes in motion. First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Take a timeout. That's their second. Second and 11. Take a timeout. That's their final one. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Dropping the ball carrier before he could get a marker. Another tackle, and he's literally left his mark on people so far. Yep, big black and blue marks, Dan. Blackburn gets ready to put this away. Information. Blackburn takes the long snap and punts it away. The Jets start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 58. It's intercepted. It'll be first and goal. Derek Gibson not only put his offense on the field, but also reception. He made his job a lot easier too with that big rundown. Yet another interception for this defense, and they're making passing just about impossible so far. Absolutely. Great read, great jumps on the ball, great athletes, and it's all happening down there. Second and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. And that is
going to do it for this one. The Raiders come out on top 34-21. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time. All right, Dan, thank you. Now, this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN video game post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Raiders stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Charles Woodson would come up with the big play to kill a drive, as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Raiders have it off an interception. Johnny Abraham shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Raiders ahead by 3. Sebastian Janikowski would be called upon for the field goal try, and he comes through. The Raiders again have it. Tyrone Wheatley makes the first guy miss, and he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. A 36-yard touchdown for the Raiders. Raiders win 27-14. Damian Smith was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Jets, after a missed field goal, the ball at their own 42. Chad Pennington would find his target on this one. But 27-yard play to set up a Jet field goal, but they couldn't connect. The Jets, after a stop on fourth down, Jets back by 13. And Tanner Moss emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. They climb back again and are now down by 6. Tyrone Wheatley finds an opening here and he was off. Raiders ahead, 27-21. Rich Loose Gannon would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 25-yard touchdown for the Raiders. The Raiders now up by 13. Chad Pennington connected with his man on this one. Jets down by 13. Eric Gibson is leading the quarterback guys all the way. He's able to get a chance on this one and pick it off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders win this one 34-21. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. The incomparable Jerry Wright is down on the field with Susie Collins. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You showed your mettle, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Yeah, the fans are real big for us, man. They really got into the game, and we fed out their energy, man. I'm really glad we get the win today.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN, celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time. Ahead on ESPN, the guy that can do it all has back is Ricky Williams. 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons. His front 7 better be ready for what? Number 34. Miami, Chicago, now.
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time to catch the start of this game. And Stevens, welcome to Chicago Theater. With me, my colleague, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game features a big-time matchup between an elite wide receiver and a defensive back who's one of the best in the league.
That's right, man. And Sebastian is already seeing a lot of green light today. Mike Booker is a very gifted receiver. He has great hands. That reliability makes him a favorite target in this offense. Warming up across the field is another tremendous football play. For Cottonee, he is ranked among the very best quarterbacks in the league today. This guy is totally focused. When he's on the field, he is in the game. You don't see him making very many mistakes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
be interesting to see who gets the upper hand. Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the coin. The ref gets the signal and we're set. Picks it off to begin the game.
And a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
Bears will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Johnson goes in motion.
The sack in the backfield. The quarterback had nowhere to go on this one. That's why. Yep, the Chiefs shut the offense down on that play. They couldn't do anything.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the initial.
The completion is good for 6. Let's quickly revisit that sack just a play ago. That was a fantastic defensive play.
Jason Taylor has such speed rushing the passer. He's usually 6'6", 260, but I tell you, this guy has the speed of a quarterback, and that was out of like I said, he's one of the best there is in the incredible catch.
Third and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
Great job, first down. He didn't waste any time.
Well, just because the pass is short of the marker doesn't mean he can't run it the rest of the way. He's a true competitor.
Brown goes in motion. Jones has his number 2 first down and takes it upfield to 27. It looks like, we've had an injury down in the field. Now, as soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Second down, just a single receiver on the field. to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Sam Anderson had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. This one to 24.
Check out the interception here on the replay. Watch how he reacts to getting the ball passed. Nice. That's how you make the INT, baby.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Dolphins are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 24-yard line.
Big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know, man, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass far.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs just got the ball right behind the
Jimmy led a series to the end. Picked up a fumble after the interception. He's going to get his offense off to a good start here.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Bears were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 21-yard line. Terrell goes in motion.
Rex Grossman throws into a crowd here and by some miracle gets a completion out of it. I don't know how that happened, Dan. Let's have another look.
There you go. The D had him covered, and they just couldn't get to the ball in time. A perfect pass.
And Coach, that kind of pass is instant.
First down, goal to go. Incomplete. Greenwood was taken up earlier, and here Susie Nova has a report for us.
Susie, thanks, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said that's tripped up. They're trying to mitigate the pain by keeping him up, but it doesn't seem to be working. They're listing his return as doubtful. Dan, back to you.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. From 17 yards.
Teaching this one through or shooting one. He knows you can't allow to make many of those in this league.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Wilson found this in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the lone 20-yard line.
I'm going to say the only one to pitch the football is him.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down. Second down for the Ops. The reception's made at the 36. Finally stopped at the 37. It will be first down. Choose up the box score on the play.
Number 96, with the tackle. Second down.
Gets the ball again and passes the line. To 41. First down.
Look at this one, man. Everything worked out to perfection. Look at the fluidity of the running style. There's no wasted motion there. What a play.
What a run, man. He is generating some great numbers.
Oh, yeah, he's running hard. And up to now, he's got 32 yards on 2 carries. Wow, look at last year's stats. Talk about a great season.
Nothing but rain and reaction.
Nice concentration of man and
The 22.
He's going to scoop it up. But I don't think he's going to give it back.
Well, that's their second interception of the game. Stingy is appearing to be the model for their defense.
Either that or give me the ball.
The Bears offense will start this drive at their own 22-yard line.
This is a great one.
Fantastic display.
Hey, watch for this one to appear on Sports Center later tonight.
Nice one, Peter, and he's putting together some very nice stats.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 75 yards on 3 carries. wouldn't. Intercepts the football. Let's take another look.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his own all locked up tight. He knows how the play is going to go down.
And that gives him the chance to step in and make a play himself. You can't coach that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
And you gotta love Drew like that.
The Dolphins have turned the ball over the past 2 times out. And hold on to it as they start this drive at their own 20-yard line. The Panthers is in motion. Takes it to the left sideline and it's caught at the 32. Breaks free. 40, 30, 20, 15, 5. That's his first touchdown of the day.
He sets a high standard for himself. He usually meets it. To attempt the extra point. Snap here. Holding.
Now the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Murray rockets this one deep. Downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Still makes a catch. I don't know if it was a good effort by him or a bad one by the defense. It could be both. It's hard to believe that play worked.
First down, and to the left. Throws this on a rope. Anthony is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Thomas Jones had some room on the outside on that play. Catching the ball was a different story. Incomplete.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot pick up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. And to a gain close to 6.
Thomas Jones charged his way through the defense to get the yards back there. You know, you can't coach that fearlessness when you let a runner take on the defense like that. Wow.
Peter, those are some nifty moves to get free.
And I'm not sure he doesn't even need to get down that much forward.
Incomplete.
Marty Booker ran a good route back there and seemed to be open, but he just couldn't make the grab. Disappointing incompletion.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all in the past. This play was more proof.
Third is such a crucial down game. And he will convert. It really hurts.
Maynard gets ready to punt this away. Maynard gets the snap and punts it away. Wilkins takes it at the 13. Stop at the 19.
Jones Wilkins didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Dolphins offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 15-yard line. Throws it forward to the left. After catches made, towards the end of the coverage.
in secondary. That was one heck of a throw.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
They'll take this to get them, but they were hoping for more. Second and 5.
Just look around you and not going to get free regardless of how evasive you are.
Now with that strength, with those guns, you could probably set a bowling ball for wide receivers for that matter.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Sanders was in motion. They get the first on 3rd and long.
First down and going. David Boston gets the catch here with 3 defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
Stay focused and believing in this movement.
It was 3rd and long, but it didn't phase them. The 34.
Second and 9.
Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field. They get the first on 3rd and long.
A.J. Keeling dissected the double coverage with a pass that was prettier than a stadium full of cheerleaders.
He finally connected with his receiver after a few attempts to stretch the field early in the game.
And it looks like they're committed to go long. Well, look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Third down, 1 man back. It seemed like the defense ran backwards from the beginning, and they forced an incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the deep Colombian.
It'll be 4th down. 4th down, 3 yards to go. Puts it from 49 yards out of line, and he misses this one.
Well, he'll want to redeem himself after that. Question is, will his coach trust him with another long one next time?
Bears have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 40-yard line. At the 47, that will bring up first down.
Marty Booker, 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh, that's a wonderful catch. The defense could be shaking their heads.
Beautiful catch, Peter, and his stats are moving up.
Moving way up, Dan. He's now got 54 yards on 4 catches.
First down, defense leads in the game. Jones takes it off the toss and heads upfield. First down. There's the push to send him out of bounds. Very forceful, but really almost
Yeah, like smashing the barn door after the horses are already escaped. Jim, is the defense even on the field? Let's take a look. Well, they were all right, but they just weren't paying attention.
A nice one after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
Here's the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Blooms of beauty here. This will be the end zone for a touchdown.
You bet. Probably turned the ball over when he shot it. And you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL.
The Dolphins and their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Incomplete.
Gary Zuma couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Second and 10. So far, he's got 4 tackles in 2 sacks.
Third down and 4 rivals. Nice defensive play to give him the second batted ball of the game. Lines up deep in his own territory to cover the line. And keeps it away. At the 47.
Nathan Gaffney backed up a few yards on the run back there, bringing down the size of the foot a little bit.
Bears offense takes the field, and they have generated some big plays. They have another opportunity here as they start this drive at the 47-yard line. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection.
Second down, tight end to the left.
Ball at the 37.
Rifles this one. Eventually tackled at the 25. It will be first down.
Justin Gage does a great job here battling 3 defenders. It's definitely worth a second look. Let's watch. And he still comes up with a ball. Wow. You can't coach that.
Johnson goes in motion. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. With a small lead, 10-7. Second down with a split back.
It's all about field vision. And if you can see when you have real room, good things happen.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that. Wow. Way to carry the ball.
Grossman points it to the right side, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Mr. O'Freeman had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good thing all of that.
Second down coming up. Will put a touchdown in his section.
One touchdown.
Here's the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Queens of Beauty here.
Welcome.
Tries to take it out of the lead.
Close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
Dolphins offense has to score here. This drive will start at the long 18-yard line. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Now the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
And that will bring up 4th down. Lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Hill takes the long snap and punts it away. Catches it at the 44. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. They turned the ball over, but they have survived their mistakes. You can't survive that kind of sloppy play for long. It's going to come back to bite you. Listen back to it. Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
Very strong on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at their 47-yard line. Cottonee is in motion. Left side and it falls incomplete.
Just engaged. That one from right good back there. You have to catch those passes, baby.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that.
Well, that would have been a tough catch. Chickens and win. Right there, 37 yards.
This pass will fall harmlessly into the ground, and it's incomplete. Throws this on the rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Terrell Kramer swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in them.
That is their 4th back in the ball. Kenny, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad. We'll see if they can keep it up. Kramer lines up for the punt. Kramer takes the snap and punts it away. Wilson fields the punt at the 10. At the 17.
Terrence Wilkins didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Dolphins get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 17-yard line.
Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down. Good for
Couldn't make the grab.
It's complete, and it is made for a bit shorter 3rd down play, but Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Michael Green, whatever he got here in that football, he had no chance for a reception there.
As a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their sixth so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Kirk lines up deep in his own territory to find the way. At the 49. Second with the tackle. Kirk lines up to punt after the 3-and-out. At the 44. Tackled at the 47.
Nathan Vasher got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Bears offense takes the field, and they have good field position again. They will start at their 47-yard line. Hooker goes in motion. Picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Thomas Jones had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I'll take what you can get there, but you were hoping for more.
Rifles it out left side. And figures at the 43.
Patrick Surtain was part of the double zone coverage on that last one. He read the play, got in there, and got the interception.
That's their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is honing in on the passing game.
That tough play, I love it.
The Dolphins haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track too. This drive begins at their 43-yard line. Preston goes in motion. Second down for the line.
Why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
They get the first on 3rd and long.
Pass interference, number 26. Defense. The penalty is declined.
You don't press it, Chambers.
Michael Johnston, he's always past his defender on that catch. He had that play all the way.
And another completion, and he's definitely shaping up to be a major factor in this game.
It's only the second quarter still, but if he can keep it up, he can have a typically impressive game.
Second down, both tight ends left. Chambers goes in motion. Green puts it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Robert Green wanted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer yet.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted